Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Mysterious Monsters. This week's episode we take a look at the Snallygaster. Now reports of a strange flying beast known as the Snallygaster first appeared in Frederick County in the early February of 1909. The story was covered prominently in Middletown's Valley Register, a weekly newspaper that obviously they published there, and they were just toying with the idea of telling the story for a month until obviously it just mysteriously didn't get published. Obviously there was early issues that a flying beast seemingly came from nowhere and was going from New Jersey, West Virginia to Ohio, and headed to where it is now in New Jersey. The first person to see it was actually a man named James Harding. Described it as having enormous wings, a long short beak, claws like steel, and one eye in the middle of its head. He said it was made shrill squeaking noises and looked like a cross between a tiger and a vampire. A vampire may have been a good description for what it was reported to have killed a coloured man, Bill Gipperson, by piercing his neck with a sharp bill and slowly sucking his blood. Wow. It was also seen in West Virginia, where it was almost caught a woman near Scrabble, roosted in Alex Crow's barn, and laid an egg near Sharpsburg, where it was reported some men had rigged up an incubator to try and hatch it, which is a stupid idea, because if you know for a fact there is a thing flying around out there which is seemingly to be quite enormous, it's laid an egg and you want to hatch that egg, then obviously they're just completely stupid for doing that. Anyway, T.C. Harbour of Casstown, Ohio wrote a letter to the Valley Register in early 1909 telling of a strange beast that flew over his area making terrible screeching noises. Now, Harbour described it was having two huge wings, a large horn-shaped head, and a tail 20 feet long. He said it looked as though it was headed this way. So by this point I'm pretty much thinking, shit, run. Now sure enough, the Snallygaster was first sighted in Maryland by a coloured man who fired a brick burning kiln near Cumberland. The strange beast was seen cooling its wings over the outlet of the kiln. When the beast's sleep was disturbed by a man, it emanated a blood-curdling scream and angrily flew away. It was also shot near Hagerstown, sighted south of Middletown in Lover's Leap, and seen flying over the mountains between Gapland and Burkittsville. Sorry if I've got the town wrong, if you live there. Where it was reported to have laid another egg big enough to hatch an elephant. Damn. If you live near there, then obviously if you go out at night, I would definitely take a flashlight and a gun, because I know in America you can actually have a gun on you. Now, sightings of the Snallygaster were created such commotion that at one point it was reported that even the President, Theodore Roosevelt, might postpone a trip to Europe so that he could lead an expedition to capture it. So even if the President knows about it, then damn, it is going to go down. Now apparently, the Smithsonian Institute was also interested in the beast as well. From the description provided by Engineer 83 at Shepherdstown, West Virginia, they determined the strange beast was either a Bovril or a Snallygaster, since it had the characteristics of both. Further, its hideaway was so far that it was worth 100,000 a square foot. Now it was only like substance known to man that could polish bunker shells. Now the last sighting in Frederick County in 1909 occurred near Ettingsburg in early March. 3 men fought the terrible creature outside a railroad station for nearly an hour and a half before chasing it into the woods of Carroll County. 23 years later passed before the Snallygaster appeared again in Frederick County. Now, I don't know if you watch Destination America, but there's some old guys. I don't know what the show's called. I completely forgot. Basically, what they do, they go around looking at monsters, like monster hunters. Now they've got humongous beards and very long hair. They're quite old. I think there's like one chunky guy who's quite young, and they've actually gone after the Snallygaster. Now, I never watched the episode, so I don't know if they got any proof of it. But they met a gentleman in the woods near there, and he had a picture of one of the wings. And I've got to say, the wing looks real, and it looks absolutely gigantic. Now, if you're going after the Snallygaster, then you're either a very extreme thrill seeker, or you're just completely insane. But obviously, that's what makes great TV, doesn't it? So, there you go. But yeah, thank you for watching this episode, everyone. I do appreciate it, and obviously, please like our Facebook page, and obviously subscribe to us on YouTube for more videos like this. I've been your host, and thank you very much for listening and watching, and please stay tuned for more. Thank you very much, guys.